You're watching MH Nation. Get the latest NBA news, transfer rumors, and match updates fast. Like, share, and subscribe to stay ahead of the game.
A proposed three-team blockbuster could send LeBron James back to Cleveland while helping build the ideal roster around Luka Doncic in Los Angeles. The Los Angeles Lakers have already made it clear that Luka Doncic is the foundation of their future, and one proposed sign-and-trade blockbuster would speed up that transition by returning LeBron James to the franchise where his NBA career first began. Recently, Bleacher Report's Eric Pincus outlined a massive three-team trade involving the Lakers, Cleveland Cavaliers, and New Orleans Pelicans that would dramatically reshape each organization. Cleveland Cavaliers receive LeBron James, Bronny James, DeAndre Ayton, a $14.8 million trade exception, a $9.5 million trade exception, and a $6.6 million trade exception. Los Angeles Lakers receive Trey Murphy III, Micah Peavy, Jarrett Allen, Dean Wade, and a $6 million trade exception, Jake LaRavia. New Orleans Pelicans receive Dennis Schroeder, Jared Vanderbilt, Jake LaRavia, Dalton Knecht, a 2030 Lakers first-round pick swap, the Lakers' unprotected 2031 first-round pick, the Lakers' 2033 first-round pick, a $6.2 million trade exception, and a $2.2 million trade exception. This proposal easily ranks among the most ambitious trade ideas of the offseason, with each franchise pursuing a distinct objective. Despite battling injuries throughout the season, the Lakers finished 53-29 and claimed the fourth seed in the Western Conference. Many expected an early playoff exit after Luka Doncic was ruled out for the postseason and Austin Reeves missed much of the opening round series. Instead, LeBron James almost single-handedly carried Los Angeles past the Houston Rockets. Their playoff run was short-lived, though, as the Oklahoma City Thunder swept the Lakers in the second round and highlighted the gap separating Los Angeles from the league's elite championship contenders. Since then, the Lakers have secured Austin Reeves on a 4-year, $185 million extension. But LeBron's future remains unresolved. The four-time NBA champion has not yet met with the organization and has been connected to the Cleveland Cavaliers, Miami Heat, and Golden State Warriors in free agency. Cleveland posted a 52-30 record, also earned the fourth seed in its conference, and advanced to the Eastern Conference Finals before being swept by the New York Knicks. Although that run represented meaningful progress, the Cavaliers still appear to be searching for another move capable of elevating them into legitimate championship favorites. Meanwhile, the Pelicans head into the offseason following a disappointing 26-56 campaign that left them 11th in the Western Conference. Injuries once again derailed expectations, forcing the front office to reconsider its long-term direction. The King returns, home for one last championship chase. A reunion between LeBron James and Cleveland would instantly become one of the biggest stories the NBA has ever seen. Even at 41 years old, James continues performing at an elite level. Last season, he averaged 20.9 points, 6.1 rebounds, and 7.2 assists while shooting 51.5% from the field. More importantly, his postseason performance once again proved that he can still take control of games when everything is on the line. Because James is currently a free agent, this transaction would need to be completed through a sign and trade. To satisfy the league's apron restrictions, Cleveland would likely need him to agree to a lower starting salary. The Cavaliers would also acquire Bronny James, allowing father and son to remain teammates. Bronny averaged 2.9 points and 1.2 assists while shooting 40.9% overall and 38.6% from three-point range. He is entering the third season of his rookie contract and is scheduled to earn $2.2 million next year, followed by a $2.4 million team option for the 2027-28 season. DeAndre Ayton would also head to Cleveland under this proposal. After joining the Lakers, Ayton enjoyed an encouraging stretch. averaging 12.5 points and 8.0 rebounds while shooting an outstanding 67.1% from the field. Although he is expected to exercise his $8 million player option, reports indicate Los Angeles continues exploring long-term solutions at center. For the Cavaliers, Ayton would help offset the departure of Jarrett Allen while giving the team another starting quality center alongside Evan Mobley. Cleveland would also gain 3 sizable trade exceptions, providing the front office with added flexibility to continue reshaping the roster after completing the deal. Perhaps the biggest appeal, however, is the opportunity to build one final championship run around LeBron James. A projected core featuring James, Donovan Mitchell, James Harden, and Evan Mobley would instantly rank among the Eastern Conference's most talented groups. Cleveland would still retain enough flexibility to round out the roster using its remaining assets along with the newly created trade exceptions. For an organization determined to maximize its championship window, bringing back the greatest player in Cavaliers history while preserving another superstar core presents a highly compelling opportunity. From the Lakers' perspective, this proposal revolves around maximizing Luka Doncic's championship window. Ever since acquiring Doncic, Los Angeles has made it obvious that surrounding him with the right supporting cast is now the franchise's highest priority. Throughout the offseason, reports have repeatedly connected the Lakers to an elite center after Doncic reportedly emphasized the need for a high-level pick-and-roll partner. Jarrett Allen perfectly fits that description. Last season, he averaged 15.4 points, 8.5 rebounds, and 1.8 assists, while shooting an outstanding 63.8% from the field. Widely regarded as one of the NBA's premier rim runners, interior finishers, and defensive anchors, Allen is exactly the type of center who has consistently flourished alongside Luka Doncic. He is also under contract for the long term, with 3 years and $90.7 million remaining on his deal. Allen is set to earn $28 million next season, followed by $30.2 million in 2027 to 28 and $32.4 million in 2028 to 29. For a Lakers front office searching for lasting stability at center, he represents an almost ideal solution. The additions would not stop there. Trey Murphy III has steadily developed into one of the league's most promising young wings. During the past season, he averaged 21.5 points, 5.7 rebounds, 3.8 assists, and 1.5 steals while shooting 47.0% from the field and 37.9% from beyond the arc. At just 26 years old, Murphy fits naturally beside Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves. His ability to defend multiple positions, attack closeouts, and consistently knock down perimeter shots would address several weaknesses that affected the Lakers throughout last season. Murphy is also signed to an excellent long-term contract for an emerging star. His 4-year, $112 million extension will pay him roughly $27 million next season, $29 million in 2027 to 28, and $31 million in 2028 to 29. Dean Wade would provide additional front-court depth as a versatile defender capable of guarding multiple positions while stretching the floor offensively. Last season, he averaged 5.8 points, 4.2 rebounds, and 1.5 assists while shooting 43.9% from the field and 36.2% from three-point range. Reports have previously linked Los Angeles to Wade, making him another logical fit in this proposal. The Lakers would also acquire rookie wing Micah Peavy, who averaged 4.3 points and 1.9 rebounds during his first professional season. Still on an affordable 4-year rookie contract, Peavy offers developmental upside without placing additional pressure on the salary cap. Although moving on from LeBron James would close one of the greatest chapters in Lakers history, this package would significantly strengthen the roster around Doncic. A lineup led by Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, Trey Murphy III, and Jarrett Allen would immediately rank among the Western Conference's deepest and most balanced teams. The Pelicans gain draft assets and experienced contributors. New Orleans also receives substantial value in exchange for Trey Murphy III. The franchise continues building its collection of future draft assets while preserving financial flexibility. As part of the deal, the Lakers would send a 2030 first-round pick swap, an unprotected first-round selection in 2031, and another first-round pick in 2033. The Pelicans would also add several proven rotation players. Dennis Schroeder averaged 10.8 points, 2.7 rebounds, and 4.9 assists while playing for the Kings and Cavaliers last season, shooting 40.5% from the field and 32.9% from three-point range. He provides veteran stability at point guard and is under a 3-year, $44.4 million contract that will pay him $14.8 million next season and $15.5 million in 2027 to 28. Jared Vanderbilt contributed 4.4 points and 4.5 rebounds while shooting 47.1% from the field for the Lakers. He remains under a 4-year, $48 million extension, earning $12.4 million next season and holding a $13.2 million player option for 2027 to 28. Jake LaRavia averaged 8.2 points and 4.0 rebounds while shooting 45.9% overall and 32.1% from three-point range. He is entering the final season of his 2-year, $12 million contract and is scheduled to make $6 million next year. Dalton Knecht averaged only 4.2 points during his second NBA campaign after posting 9.1 points as a rookie. Nevertheless, his shooting ability and inexpensive rookie contract continue to make him an attractive developmental prospect. He is entering the 3rd year of his 4-year, $18.4 million rookie deal, will earn just $4.2 million next season, and the Lakers hold a valuable $6.4 million team option for the following year. This trade could reshape all 3 franchises. Ultimately, every organization involved would be giving up something valuable. Cleveland would sacrifice Jarrett Allen to reunite with LeBron James for one final pursuit of an NBA championship. New Orleans would part with one of its brightest young stars in Trey Murphy III in exchange for premium draft compensation and multiple rotation players. Meanwhile, the Lakers would move on from arguably the greatest player in franchise history but receive 4 players who better complement Luka Doncic's long-term timeline. Although a blockbuster involving this many moving parts remains highly unlikely, the concept addresses each team's most significant priorities. Cleveland reunites with its hometown legend, New Orleans strengthens its future with valuable assets, and Los Angeles surrounds Luka Doncic with the athletic, defensive, and versatile supporting cast it has spent the entire offseason trying to assemble.